Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Fawzi Buslama, and I'm the Division Chair of the CIS Department at Dubai Men's College. It is a pleasure for me to introduce to you my research project that has been approved by HCT, which is called Using Artificial Intelligence and Soft Computing-Based Emotional Intelligence Framework for Testing Emotional Literacy of Students at Higher College of Technology. So today, I will be presenting to you the following, which is why do we need to do this research, first of all, the correlation between emotional intelligence and student success. Then I will talk about how to conduct this research, including the emotional intelligence, intervention, testing, and I will present 4 areas of emotional intelligence model. Then I will discuss with you why am I using here, fuzzy logic or the soft computing. I'll talk about uncertainties and the type of modeling techniques. And finally, I will present some, idea about the expected results. Okay. Now, why do we need this research? The emotional intelligence is an important indicator for student success. And for your information, intelligence quotient or IQ alone is not a predictor of success. So withdraw from a program mostly related to emotional and social competencies rather than academic reason. This has been really proved, if you want, and it's obvious that emotional intelligence plays a critical role in student success. Now, you might ask, what is emotional intelligence? Now, I'm going to refer to a definition from A. Coleman, which says that it is the ability to monitor one's own and other people's emotions, to discriminate between different emotions and label them appropriately, and to use emotional information to guide thinking and behavior. Now, when we look at the literature to see if there are any correlation between emotional intelligence and student success, yes, the literature review says that the research shows that 90% of success in leadership position was attributable to emotional intelligence. And a study of first-year psychology students at Canadian University by Parker has found that students that obtained high academic grades at the end of the first year had a higher emotional intelligence score than students that did academically worse and dropped out. Now, as you can see from these findings, it is necessary to investigate the influence that emotional intelligence has on the well-being of students in educational settings and whether or not this contributes to academic success. Now, of course, there is a need for training and intervention with those having low emotional intelligence scores. While research shows that emotional intelligence can be successfully increased over the long term through training and interventions. Well, measurement tools, we do have a variety of tools. I can list to you the emotional quotient inventory developed by Reuven Bar-On, the emotional and social competency inventory, the Mayer-Salovey Caruso emotional intelligence test, but these are all, these well-known measurements are all sort of difficult to administer due to their high costs. So for this research, I have decided to use a much straightforward and simpler tool for assessment. It's called the self-assessment tool designed by Cartwright and Salovey. And this framework can effectively, in fact, filter new students into the most appropriate workshop designed to raise their emotional intelligence scores. So the intervention that I have chosen is made of 4 areas of competencies. So you can see here we have self-awareness, we have social awareness, also we have self-management and relationship management. So we believe that the self-awareness lies at the center of the model, while self-understanding is critical to effectively developing and managing the other 3 areas of competencies. Now, of course, when you see these 4 tools are useful, but of course, we will be dealing with a lot of uncertainties when we are dealing with the assessment of the emotional intelligence skills. And that's why it is now important to consider the appropriate tools to deal with uncertainties. So that's why here I chose to use soft computing techniques such as fuzzy logic. For those of you who are new to fuzzy logic, this has been created by Lotfizadeh in 1965. And the concept of a fuzzy linguistic variable and approximate reasoning has been, detailed in his seminal papers in 1975. So in this research, I'll be using the concept of fuzzy linguistic variable to model the emotional intelligence skills. So here you can see, for example, how I model one particular, competency, which is a self-awareness. So instead of saying, using a crisp set where we say the student is self-aware or not, we will have a universe of discourse and the fuzzy linguistic variable representing the different levels of achievement. If the student has low level of self-awareness, or he is an average in terms of self-awareness, or has achieved the self-awareness. Okay, so we will combine. We will use these fuzzy linguistic variables, and of course the output will be our professional development course. So the idea is we will assess the emotional intelligence, and we will counsel or recommend to the students who have, depending on the level, to a particular course. And here I'm suggesting different models. You can see we can have a module to getting to know yourself, or a model of accepting your emotion, etc. So this is in general. This here you can see the model that I'm suggesting, with fuzzy inputs, fuzzy output, and with, of course, a fuzzy rule based in the middle, which we have to determine. So finally, the expected results that we hope to achieve from this research is it will provide an effective method to assess our new students, the new students' emotional intelligence level. Second, it will offer a systematic method to provide customized interventions for students based on their original emotional intelligence level. And third, it will raise students' emotional intelligence, which in turn should increase their likelihood of success in colleges and in the workplace. Thank you very much.